Texas Governor Greg Abbott finally requesting a special session for recommendations on how to, quote, prevent future school shootings. But on that list, notably missing gun control.
Why in the world can you be 18 years old and buy an AR-15? It's easier to get an AR-15 in Texas than it is to buy baby formula these days. And that's the sadness of it all.
In yet another Republican attempt to direct the gun control conversation away from actual guns, Texas Governor Greg Abbott is now advocating for unannounced, random intruder audits in schools. I'm Yasmin Khan with Rebel HQ, and I think we're all pretty exhausted with all of these non-gun control solutions being floated in the wake of gun violence in this country. It's like a million red herrings are being flung in every direction just so that no one will have to actually do anything about the problem, and we're all just sitting here looking straight at the solution while getting slapped in the face by flying fish. And if you've ever had a conversation with someone who is actively trying to hide something or avoid a certain topic, that's what they do. They'll throw out anything and everything to distract you, providing so many irrelevant details and going on tangent after tangent, guiding your focus to where they want it just so you won't look where they don't want you to look. The Republican governor of West Virginia tried to bring back the classic violent video games and porn debate, which gave me flashbacks to the Columbine aftermath.
All the porn, all the bad stuff that's out there that is getting in the minds of our children. We know all these violent video games that are out there getting in the minds of our children. Why don't we do something about it?
And now Greg Abbott is trying to detect weak points in school security systems by examining how quickly someone can enter a school without being stopped.
Senator Gutierrez, I want to start with you. You have been confronting the governor. You confronted Governor Abbott on Friday, called for a special session. Tell us what your reaction is to the nature of the special session that he has now called.
Well, let's be very clear, and I apologize for correcting you. He is not calling for a special session. I have the letter here. This is a special legislative committee, which, by the way, we've never had one of those before. We have interim committee hearings throughout. We serve for 5 months every other year. This is meaningless. Without a session, we can't act. Special sessions last for 30 days, and they're called on a date certain. He is asking for the lieutenant governor and the speaker of the House to go have meetings to talk about this stuff. Again, no action can be taken. He has not called a special session. He's trying to bamboozle you and the American public and the Texas public.
Since the Uvalde shooting, we've already seen around 20 mass shootings in this country. Just yesterday, there were reports of 3 shootings happening in different parts of the country at around the same time. And of all the proposed solutions that have come out of the Republican Party in regards to reducing or even eliminating the threat of guns in public spaces, this most recent one from Abbott is so weird. It's basically like secret shoppers, but instead these are secret shooters. It's a strange person trying to get into a public school just to test the security measures. I can't even walk into my old high school without first registering for a guest badge. Schools, as far as I know, are usually pretty vigilant about adult visitors on campus. Of course, some people still get through because our public schools are not airports, but the concern is already being taken seriously. Still, it's just another instance of misdirection, trying to catch boogeymen rather than just enacting any sort of gun reform. Also, this doesn't look great when the Uvalde officials still can't confirm whether or not the gunman was engaged by existing security personnel prior to entering the school. Another example of doing the most to avoid doing anything else, Abbott has announced that he will be holding a special legislative committee on the issue of gun violence, but according to Texas State Senator Roland Gutierrez, this is meaningless. It's little more than an attempt to bamboozle the public into thinking Texas leadership is doing something, when in reality, this committee won't accomplish anything. Meanwhile, Beto O'Rourke, who's challenging Greg Abbott in the Texas gubernatorial race, already has town halls set up in Dallas, Austin, San Antonio, and McAllen, where the people will actually be able to come together and tell a sympathetic political candidate what they would like to see done in their state. In Abbott's case, when you try to solve a problem with an intentionally bad solution, you don't actually solve the problem. In fact, you tend to just create more problems in doing so, usually for other people, and you delay any resolution to your original problem. Enough. It's enough.